Hello and welcome back to the GameFace Sfnl Women's Footy Show, brought to you by Bendigo Banking Caulfield Park. We're missing Ash today, which is a bit of a shame because we are here to wish Geordie a happy birthday for the weekend.
Thank you.
How old did you turn?
26. It's a bit depressing. But
getting on a bit, love.
Yeah, I know.
Well, cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers to your birthday.
Thanks, doll.
We had a weekend full of footy, so we're going to get straight into the results. Well, I hear we had a bit of an upset in Div 1.
We did.
First game of the round. How did Oakley District go against Clayton?
So they actually fell short this week. So Oakley District got defeated by Clayton this week. So Oakley District kicked 3 goals, 5-23, and were defeated by Clayton, 4 goals, 3-27.
Congratulations, Clayton.
Yes, it's very, very exciting to see, actually. Definitely was unexpected.
Yeah.
And, yeah, throws a bit of a spanner in the works, I think.
So.
Tina Misford played really well for Oakley District. She kicked 2 goals for Oakley. And Rosina May kicked 3 goals for Clayton. Amy Jackson was best on ground for Clayton.
Sure. So Endeavour Hills defeated East Brighton this weekend at their home ground. Endeavour Hills kicked 11 goals, 7-71 to East Brighton's 6 goals, 5-41. Samantha Richardson of the Falcons was the best on ground, kicking 3 goals herself for the day. And Rebecca Halpern also kicked 3 goals for East Brighton, which was half of East Brighton's majors.
So this week Bentley played Lyndhurst. We played their home ground. It was a very interesting match, actually.
Yeah.
So rocked up to think we were playing a full game of football. We actually only played half a game. So Lyndhurst only had 15 players to start with, which, you know, was all right, so we could actually play. We actually had great numbers this week. We had 7 on the bench because we had to match their 15.
7 on the bench?
Yeah, we had to match their 15 on the field. And then, so we got up pretty fast. So the end score of the game was 0 goals, 1, Lyndhurst 1. To Bentley, 8 goals, 4, 52. So that was at half time. We had their manager come into our rooms and unfortunately they dropped down to 11 players by half time, so the game got called.
Yeah.
Our best players for the day were both Nush and Rhiannon. They both kicked 3 goals each. It was actually the first goal that Ree's ever kicked for Bentley, which is pretty exciting. She's our fullback. So our coach decided to chuck her in the forward line to let her have an opportunity, and she kicked 3 goals off her own boot. So it was pretty exciting. Everyone got up and around it. So yeah,
good work.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Nice start to the birthday celebration.
Yeah, it was. It actually worked out really well. We had more drinking time, so that was good. How did you guys go this week?
Yeah, so we started on Saturday morning against Lyndale at their home ground. It was a bit of a hard game for us. A lot of big bodies on the field and a lot of new girls for us that haven't really played much footy, so I'm sure there's a few bruises after the game, but we lost to Lyndale's 9 goals, 11-65. We only got 2 goals on the day, 1 behind. The 1 behind was by me. 2 goals, 1, 13. And our 2 goals were actually kicked by a girl that just came to fill in. She's got a bit of soccer experience, never played an AFL game in her life, and she kicked both of our goals, so good on you, Ali.
Beautiful.
Thanks for filling in. Our best players for the day were Slater and Megan Tinker and our captain. And for Lyndale, Jade Lyons was the best on ground, and Danielle Knoll kicked 3 goals for Lyndale.
So the second game in Division 2 was Endeavour Hills v Doveton Eagles. Endeavour Hills were 4 goals, 7-31 to Doveton Eagles, 4 goals, 5-29. So well done to Endeavour Hills.
Very close match.
Yeah, it was close. Hayley Cooper kicked 4 goals and starred for the Falcons. And Harmony Thomas booted 3 goals and was best on ground for the Eagles.
Sure. Now, the final game for Div 2 for the weekend was against Murrumbina and Hallam. Murrumbina fell short at their home ground, so they kicked 1 goal, 1 to a total score of 7, and Hallam got 4 goals, 10 behind, so not the most accurate game you can see, but they still had the win at a 35 total score. So the captain of Hallam, Natalie Hurrah, she kicked 2 goals herself, and Sophie Patterson did well for the Beena getting in the best. So in our little rumour mill segment, we've got a bit of news. So Alicia Thorne, who had come back from Queensland to play for Mordialloc last week, kicked 3 goals for us. We got the news this week that she decided to shift across to Lyndale, which is the team we actually played on the weekend. So I was actually nervous. I didn't know whether I'd be playing against her on the game, but she didn't show. So maybe the transfer was still underway or something. But she'll be a huge addition to the Lindale team. She's a great kick, very accurate, star forward. So
reason why she left?
I think her husband plays for Lindale,
Okay.
and she's got a few friends there. So this year she's come back to a really young team, and all of our older players had left. So I think she's just liking the atmosphere at Lindale a little bit better, which is a shame for us, but a huge win for Lindale. So Lindale are definitely one to watch out for.
I hope she's a bit of a rough player because they're a bit rough down there at Lindale.
She's actually she's not that rough, but she can take a great mark, kick a good goal. So yeah.
I don't really have any rumours. I have a couple of fines though. So went out a couple of weeks ago, and we have a new girl that started this year, Erin. She's very, very Irish. I can't understand what the hell she's saying to me most of the time. Most of the time,
loves her beer.
Yep, loves it. Terrible drinker though. So went out after one of our functions and was absolutely blind, knocked one of my drinks off the table and smashed glass everywhere. She lost her card for ages, didn't even realise. So another one of our girls found it, proceeded to give it to her, and she was that drunk that she grabbed Taryn's wrist, dragged her around the whole nightclub, showing everyone that her card was found by Taryn.
I hope no one wrote down her digits off the card.
I want to hope not.
She'd better watch for some fraudulent activity on that card after showing so many people.
She proceeded to buy everyone drinks after that, so it was kind of good. So.
Good on her.
Yeah. What about you, Dale? You got any funny fines or anything?
Our fines aren't generally that funny. I think they're a little bit more serious. So I got a fine on the weekend for giving away a 50-metre penalty.
Yeah.
A girl marked the ball and I couldn't stop my momentum. Barged into her, knocked her to the ground. She was a smaller player, so she ended up kicking a goal right in the square because it was in there for 40-50. Shame. And we had a few fines that were delivered over the weekend because at Mordialloc, if you don't attend a footy function, you get fined for no attendance. And we only had 5 girls out of our team that ended up going to the footy function, so there was a few fines delivered.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, so like we have like general fines like that, but we like, as I told you last week, we do like a full PowerPoint presentation. So we get like photos of everything sent in. So like on the weekend it was my birthday and one of the girls walked out of the toilet with like toilet paper stuck to her shoe. So like that's a fine.
Which Bentley player was that?
It was Matilda. So Tilly, that's a fine coming to you, Dal. Get your money out. But yeah, so like we do all funny stuff like that. Like if you kiss a Bentley player, like that's fine. But
I would have probably got a fine for maybe kissing a Mordialloc player this weekend. But
I love
we won't talk about that anymore.
I love it.
Now, if you have any funny fines or stories or rumours that you'd like to send into the Sfnl Women's Footy group, we'll talk about them next week. So send your stories in.
Yeah, please make sure you do so that we're not just always talking about our clubs because we do want to hear.
We
from
are pretty
other
funny,
people.
but
yeah,
we
want to hear from other people.
We want to hear from the broader community.
Yeah, 100%.
So send your stuff in.
So here's just a couple of bruises. So this was from last weekend's game. This is Shannon. That is actually from the ruck jumping up on her legs. So that's a before and after photo. She was extremely sore, and before she came out on Saturday night, actually like iced and got a nice bath. So yeah. That one is, I believe that was the Oakley District game the week before.
That's not that tough.
No.
Send in better bruises, girls.
She was proud of it. So I was like, I'll take a photo for you, Emma. But it's little Emma Turner. She's one of our Jets in our midfield, so thought I'd put that up there for her. And then these are just a couple of shit kits from the Bentley Football Club. So these are our silly Sundays and the couple of functions that we have at the club. So a bit of a jailbreak there, a bit of retro. We love dressing up at Bentley, so never goes astray.
Yeah, we had a dress-up party this weekend as well, so the theme was a night at the movies. We had to come as a movie character.
Love it.
I went the Pocahontas vibe, but my captain, Megan, she came as Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I love it.
Half the crowd knew who she was. I asked her if she was Albert Einstein.
I love it.
The movie's a bit before my time.
And this is just another muddy photo of a couple of me and my teammates. Taryn in the middle actually did not get muddy during the game. She wanted to get muddy, so I tackled her after the game and she did not expect it and loved me for it.
Gotta love a surprise tackle.
Yes, she loved it.
Into the
mud. Make sure you join the GameFace Sfnl Women's Footy group for all your latest women's footy content.
And make sure you're sending us your best bruises and your shittest kits. We want to premiere it on the show, so send them in and we'll talk about them in the weeks to come.
So no match this week. Quiz birthday weekend. What are you doing for a long weekend, Gabs? Anything exciting?
Nothing.
No?
No, I've got no plans. I think I might. I'm moving
surprising
house.
from you.
I'm moving house in 5 or so weeks, so I'm just going to spend some time in decluttering and Really boring stuff. Do you want to invite me out? Give me something
Well,
to
I'm
do.
actually going on mid-year footy trip. Do you want to come?
All right.
No, going down to Rye this weekend. We do it every year. We like to do a bit of a, mid-year footy trip, end-of-year footy trip, like mix it up a little bit. So, yeah, just going down to Rye for the long weekend.
Nice.
Having a girls' weekend away, so that'll be good.
You'll just see me in the bushes. Can I come too?
You're more than welcome to come down, Dom. Spare beds everywhere. The matches after Queen's Birthday weekend, we've got Clayton versus Lyndhurst, East Brighton v Oakley Districts, and we are playing Endeavour Hills at Bentley.
How do you think you'll go? It's going to be the hardest match.
Yeah, it'll be hard. It'll be hard. I think we've won, when we won the Oakley District game, I think that was unexpected. So I think we'll get close this time. I think
Maybe your 2 wins have got them a bit scared.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think that. I think we've had experience with them this season now. So I think we know what their game plan is. And I think if we stick to our game plan instead of playing theirs, I think we may come up on top. Sure. But I think it'll be a really, really good game. What about you, Gabs?
Well, I can guarantee you that Morty Alec won't lose next week.
You guys have a bye.
We've got a bye. We are sitting at the bottom of the ladder at the moment, so that won't change. But Doveton are playing Murrumbeena, South Yarra are playing the Endeavour Hills 2 team, and Hallam is versing Lyndale.
No!
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again in 2 weeks' time with more Sfnl women's footy content.
And we'd just like to say thank you to the team at Bendigo Bank Caulfield Park. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to give you this coverage.
Get your GameFace on.
Get your game face on.
Done.
Get your game face on.